may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inch, you just have to go execute. They do it there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. The play action fake. Quick strike complete. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on third and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
Wide receiver going in motion. Reads it, fires complete. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll over on downs. So Texas offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offense. That opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. That's reeled in, it's Lacy. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught behind the line. It's Lockett. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! They get set for the point after as we have the 1st score of the game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
And that last play is why it is a gift to have a short-term memory in this game. Second and long coming up. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on second down. He turns that loose down the right side. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the option. Running into the open space. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Kansas State has it, first and goal. On the option. Touchdown, Kansas State. Great job on the back on the option. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 21 over Kent State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Ready to fire from the pistol. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Makes the grab, it's Lacy. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every... And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lacy. They'll run this play from the pistol. Using his legs, it's Lacy. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
And on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about. When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Longhorns will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The option look. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might be changing the route. They've got him looking one. Now they're going to throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Shoots his way for more. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On 1st and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. Touchdown, Wildcats!
That touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Manning. That's caught. It's Lockett. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Young. Quick step and go. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man, it's Lockett. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wingo. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 30-yard line on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the pitch. Inside the 15. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air, it's Manning. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Gives it on the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Touchdown, Kansas State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. Rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Line getting set on second down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Get it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better.
Hits the afterburners. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, the inside give. Spins away from the defender. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Picks up the first down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack, though.
To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gonna look downfield again. Tosses it incomplete. 3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. It doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. And the Longhorns backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. They didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Makes one man miss. Racing down the left side. Inside the 40. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown Longhorns! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you run into the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bust through behind his pad. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They're going to run it. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Manning. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone. Touchdown.
35, Kansas City, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point, okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Pressure coming. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Getting deep in the 3rd quarter here. Clock stopped with 1.5 minutes to go. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Just listen to the Little Apple. You can hear it all the way to the Big Apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Got it, looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And it's no good. He missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He wants to change this route. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Flips it out on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He'll ride his man on the option. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying.
Hauls it in the first down and more. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Gibson. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll line up to go for 2. They want to throw it. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They go to the ground. Fights off the defender. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Great place to start for this offense. The give to the tailback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Brings up second down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Kansas State. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Extra point here will give them the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Vanderbilt is running away with things. And boy, if this keeps up, the party is on in Nashville tonight. They're up 14 over NC State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to... He's going to throw deep right side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would let...
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Back open in the middle. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? This offense has it with really good field position. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas! They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats are facing 3rd and inches. Fires to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Snagged out of the air. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at 3rd.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job for us.
Breaks away on the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Texas offense. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Yeah, a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here to get the football back so we can make some magic here in this 4th quarter.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lockett.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Caught over the middle, it's Young. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Pulls it in. It's Wingo. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
The offense changing the play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around.
Steps into the end zone for a touchdown, and man, oh man, time is about to run out on him, and now they need the 2-point conversion to tie.
Well, they came up with a massive touchdown, but this next play is even bigger. You need a 2-point conversion to tie this thing. There are only seconds left on the game clock. This is the play that people will point back to if they get it, that maybe won them the game.
The pass is incomplete, and late in this game, still down by 2 after failing on the conversion attempt. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or 2. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And he gets it into the end zone for touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite